the world also.
Time up.
Yes, 1 second. The 1 second. Coming, go.
Okay, they have taken 2 minutes and 25 seconds for arrangement of their articles, so that has to be noted down. 2:25, and you have 15 minutes to 2:25 already consumed.
Yes, sir.
So we did the time to only.
Yes, sir.
15 minus 2:25. Okay, that's.
Yes, sir.
How much time you have?
12 minutes for 45 seconds.
Keep it as 30 minutes. Being at 30 minutes. So how much to 30?
So 1 minute 30 seconds left hand.
Yeah, presentation 30 minutes. Okay, you can take 30 minutes. Shall I start?
Yes, sir.
3, 2, 1, go.
Scene 1, this as a whole represents a village, and we have a lot of houses over here. And this house which you see here belongs to a lazy old man, who's hated by everyone in the village. So this man is hated by everyone in the village, and he has 3 children. This is the eldest son named Sudran, whose age is 13 years. And this is Pt3, the second girl, whose age is 12 years. The third girl's name is.
You know this, right?
Sorry. The third girl's name is Sanskriti, and the unfortunate thing with Sanskriti is that she'll injure her spine, and we'll narrate how she did it. So this lazy man has 3 children, and unfortunately, one day he'll die. Let's see how he dies and what happens to the third girl. Explain. Fire. Come on.
Okay, give them a big hand because it's the first time you speak. Yeah,
Thank you.
So actually what he's trying to say is the market is the main economic hub of the village, and it unfortunately ends up it catching fire. So a lot of people die, and the lazy man also dies in this fire. 2 of his children escape, but the third girl, while trying to escape, she injures her spine, and she has been bedridden ever since.
How they do that is that the city, this is the city. They say that the village people is with them we cannot show our work. So they come here and set the fire around the village. So everyone survives, and here the lazy old man dies. Then the girl, everyone survives, but the girl survives with an injury in the spinal cord.
And now, since the old man has died, let's take him out of the picture. Now, the villagers have to adopt these 3 children. So, the eldest boy is 13 years old. So, a farmer adopts him since he could be very useful in the farm. So, he's adopted. Second, the younger girl, the second girl who's 12 years old, she's taken away as a maid by an elderly woman. So, she's orphan. No one wants to adopt her. Now, Nitin, you want to switch to describe it.
Why is that? One man named is Balu. He gone here. That's here.
Remain.
No, he's a artist.
He is a farmer. He adopts the girl. The girl is coming. The father is dead. And
So a farmer named Balu adopts this young girl who's injured. Everyone laughs at him because they think that this girl will be of no use to him. And they say that what are you going to do with an injured girl? How is she going to help you? How is she going to help the village? Under 18. So he takes her home, and in her home, and in his home, there is he has a wife named Parvati, and both are childless. They don't have any progeny. So she won't be fond of children. So she'll scold him. Why have you brought the injured girl? What can we do with her? But then he pleads her to keep her just for a day until he can donate her to send her to some another ashrama. So he tries to plead with the woman. So the woman agrees to keep her just for one night. But slowly the woman started towards the child changes. We'll see that in the third scene. Now the second scene, he'll explain the flashback of Balu.
Okay.
How Balu grew up. Like Balu always wanted his village to have a lot of electricity, but his village was deficient of electricity. So this is a child of Balu. His lifelong dream of making basic amenities available in his village. Young Balu.
so this is Balu here. He's no longer, and this will be his grandma. So one time in this scene, Balu is protesting here. So what he does is his village, his house is a bit far away from the village. His grandma, one day his grandma was cooking outside. She used a pipe to blow the fire and increase its power. He thinks that this may work with everything, so he walks into his house and then he takes the pipe and walks into his house and blows on a bulb, thinking that it will blow up. Then he goes to a plant here and there. Next, he walks to a village, to a school. There, he blows a fan in the middle of a class. Going class, everyone laughs at him, and everyone bullies him, insults and scolds him. But he keeps on doing nothing good. But that night, when he came back to his house, here at the city, everyone was working, every light is dim, everyone, the lights are dim, and the electricity consumption is low, and everyone goes to their house. They go to their house for resting, eating, to pass their time of the day. So that time, bigger buildings, offices, foundation has less electricity. So the equal electricity comes balance here. While he was trying to do that, he was being surprised to see that everything started glowing. Wow, everything started glowing. So but when he slowly grew up, he understood that how this happened, and that only happens when the city stops to consume electricity. Stop consuming.
So we have seen two scenes. We have just now seen the flashback of Balu. Now in the third scene, Mrs. Balu, that is Parvati, she'll slowly start liking Sanskriti, that is the injured girl, because she'll be very gentle, safe, and good for my children. Yes, if you want.
She will be good and she will grow up and like a football player, and she will be the champion in football and help villagers by giving money by winning the football match.
So,
I'm passing the time, 1 second. Just to give a status quo of what Pt3 has been doing. Giri 1, Asudaman 2, Dakshin Siddharth 3, Chandan 4. Kaviraj 5.
Nitin also.
So within 6 so far. In 8.5 minutes, Darush has not spoken long. So in 8.5 minutes, 6 members have been committed. So I have asked. Sorry. Why?
Sir, we tried to get it
We
better.
covered this. We covered it so well.
See, is it okay if we talk about villages?
Yeah.
Just an hour.
Sir, villages we covered.
People are not going to sorry.
Sir, now you can tell me. I'm receiving the time. 3, 2, 1, go.
So the Sanskriti was the same girl who was laughed at by the village. The whole village mocked at her. But then finally she got her spine treated and she grew up to become a national football player and she played for the Indian team. Now this same Sanskriti fought for her village. She wanted her village to get proper electricity. So that's what she did. And now she had a friend who was a scientist. Her name was Priya. So she discussed with her friend and she came up with ideas about how to give proper electricity to her village. So Priya told her an idea of like inventing a new generator which won't cause any sort of pollution. It will be an eco-friendly generator which will be sufficient enough to provide electricity to almost 13 houses. Because the village was a very small one, it didn't have like 100 houses or something. It had almost 40 houses. So 2 generators were enough to feed electricity to all the houses in the village. So she, after retiring from international football, Sanskriti along with her friend Priya, they developed a new generator for which we were going to give an advertisement. So that same generator saves the whole city. Speak about the generator.
Okay, it's an eco-friendly generator. It's helps to our grow the village to city. City people go to the village and fire the markets. That's what we have. The village is not growing up. That's what we said.
One.
It's helping to grow the village to eco-friendly generator.
So now we are selling not exactly the huge generator, we are selling the mini model of the generator.
2.5 minutes.
So it's only 1,500 rupees worth and we put up a 50% discount if you want. So that's our advertisement about this thing. It's not exactly the generator, but it's a mini generator and it won't take that much of cost, like that much of intake. So you don't have to spend much on it. So it will be an eco-friendly generator and it will significantly reduce the electricity usage too.
Okay.
So that's a thing and now we would like to give a conclusion. Want to give a latest?
And he is going to say how this electricity generator will work. That we can speak in terms of
English का पैसा try करने मुझे ये बहुत कम लोग पैसे. No, 1 minute and 20 seconds remain. Yes, now I'm the point correct.
Yes, first you have a time guard and we can conclusion.
We gain the dollar base.
See you have a time guard.
We gain the dollar base. So if that's the best time, then one week or 1 week extra time. Okay? 3 more.
Yes, sir.
thank
So,
you.
hey, one second.
Well, I am
Oh, sorry. So actually, Sanskriti was the injured girl. So people thought since she was bedridden, she won't be able to help the village. So that's why no one tried to adopt her. But Balu with a soft heart, with a kind heart, he volunteered to help her without expecting any monetary gain. He did not expect any benefit by adopting her. He just had lots of humanity in him. That's why he adopted Sanskriti. So Parvati also gradually started liking her, and it was this girl who helped the entire village to get electricity. So don't judge a book by its cover. People are not what they seem to be. They could be helpful when you want them to be. That's all right.
Yes, doing a place, we have to give everything, so the installation will be 5,000.
Okay. Right.
So Hafiz, sir.
Yes, ask him to speak. The time is running.
Hafiz, come on fast.
Come on, yeah.
Come on. Come on. Ready? No? Come on. Police, villages no police.
Say, oh, right. Say, for time running, 30 minutes and 33 seconds முடிச்சிருக்கீங்க. இப்போ டிஸ்பிளே நீங்க எவ்வளவு டைம் இருக்கீங்க? Go.
Hey everyone, split it up, okay?
Appropriate boxes.